Good morning, everyone. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to another edition of Forgotten Favorites. Today we're going to go back to 1978, up to Canada, for a very cool band that only ever released 3 albums. We're going to talk about their debut album today, which is my favorite of the 3. But all 3 of them are worth hearing. This is a kind of a cool band that kind of like bridged the gap between rock and prog into kind of something that is normally called pomp. All right? Pomp. What does pomp even mean? Pompous rock. I don't know. But you know the bands, right? Maybe a little Max Webster, maybe some Trillion, maybe even Ambrosia, Aviary, Styx, for sure. Maybe even Saga to an extent, for sure. The band is called Zon, Astral Projector. Like I said, debut album from 1978. There are the guys in the band. This also has their second album, Back Down to Earth, right? This kind of 2-disc set here. I want to thank Rand Kelly for actually turning me onto these guys. I had never heard of them before, but apparently the band were signed to Epic Records back in the day. Go figure. A lot of kind of unknown, obscure bands signed to major label deals back then. This is a really cool band. You know, I mentioned earlier Styx and Saga. And those are really 2 of the main influences that I hear on this particular album. Although, you know, Saga, basically a contemporary of Zon, because Saga also debuted right around the end of the 70s, so they were kind of around the same time. But the lead singer of this band, Denton Young, sounds very much like a combination of Michael Sadler and Dennis DeYoung. All right, so if you like that kind of vocal style, you get that in spades here. The music it's kind of proggy, but it's more of like kind of late 70s hard rock, right? Good vocal hooks and melodies, right? It's got that kind of pop flair going through the music. Lots of guitars. You got Brian Miller on guitars and backup vocals. You got Howard Helm on all sorts of acoustic and electric pianos, Hammond organ, Mini Moog, Poly Moog, Selena clavinet also does backing vocals. You got Jim Sampson on bass and Kim Hunt on drums. And like I said, this was originally reissued on the Epic label back in 1978, and this particular reissue released in 2003 on Escape Music, all right, part of the Sony Music Entertainment Group. Pretty cool stuff here. I enjoyed this album quite a bit. Like I said, it's just proggy enough, but I love good 70s hard rock, and I love it with lots of keyboards and great guitars and vocal hooks all over the place. And you know me, you know how much I love Styx, right? How much I love classic Styx. Well, this sounds like Styx circa like Equinox, Crystal Ball, Grand Illusion days, right? So a lot of dramatic vocals, lots of hooks, plenty of keys, plenty of guitars. Put on the show. Is the kickoff track on here. A lot of fun. Again, sounds like it could have been a leftover from Equinox by Styx. Really good stuff. Time for Your Love, another really good track. Then you got Point of View / Where to Spend My Dollars. That's like 8 minutes. That's kind of like the big epic on the album. A lot of cool keyboards and guitars, lots of vocal layers, but again, it's very, very memorable. All right. Man in the Mirror, track number 4. Good rockin' song. Love it. Talking About comes up next. Then you got Melody. You got a couple shorter tracks here. And then the last couple tracks are really, really good. You got On the Road, which is a good, gritty hard rocker. Again, thinking Styx, like kind of Pieces of 8 period, right? Astral Projector and Hollywood are the last 2 tracks on here. Also really good, each one close to 5 minutes long. Astral Projector's got this great soaring chorus, reminds me of early 80s Saga. Again, the little hints you get in his voice, you're gonna imagine Michael Sadler, you're gonna imagine Dennis DeYoung. All right along those same lines. And Hollywood, the ending track, is really, really good as well. Like I said, it's pretty adventurous. You're not going to mistake this for a Yes album or a Genesis album from the same time period. Of course not. But if you like the kind of progginess mixed with hard rock and good pop hooks of a band like Styx, certainly of Saga at their most accessible, maybe even throw in a little, like I said, Ambrosia at their most proggy, the band Trillion certainly, Aviary certainly, maybe even bits of, I don't know, Todd Rundgren's Utopia, that sort of thing. That's what you get here. Really, really good, accessible, hard rock and prog from Zon, Astral Projector, their debut album from 1978. dig it a lot. And like I said, if you can get this 2-pack, go get it, because Back Down to Earth is also pretty good. Not quite as strong as the debut in my opinion, but they're both really good and they go really, really well together. So this is a nice little set to have. So there you have it. Your Forgotten Favorites for Wednesday here. You'll see another one tomorrow, and Friday, and Saturday and Sunday, and Monday, Tuesday. And then we're going to move on to something else for the month of September. So I hope you've enjoyed this so far. Like I said before, I enjoy doing shows like this because I love myself personally revisiting some of the more obscure stuff. Because quite frankly, as much as we all love the big bands, and we do, and trust me, I love nothing more than listening to Black Sabbath and Judas Priest and Iron Maiden and Deep Purple and Led Zeppelin and The Who and the Stones and Yes and Genesis, Rush. I love all those bands. Love them, love them, love them. You can't talk about them all the time, right? So every now and then it's good to go and revisit stuff that's not quite as popular, that didn't make the big time, because there's this misconception out there that only the best music ever got played on the radio. I see comments from people all the time. It's like, I never heard of that band you're talking about. I don't know why you're doing a show on them, because I never heard them on the radio. Who cares? There's millions of great albums that have never been played ever on any radio station. As soon as you kind of everybody get that into their brain, that there is good music to be discovered out there that hasn't been given mass appeal through MTV or the radio, your life will be better for it. Trust me. There's so many discoveries out there waiting for you. And that's why, I've been a little disheartened that this Forgotten Favorite show we've done every day has been viewed by so little people. When you got going on 70,000 subscribers and hundreds of thousands of people who come to your channel every month, but not even barely 1,000 people are interested in watching a video on a band like this to maybe hopefully discover something they might like, is really disheartening for me. But then if I turn around and do a video on Iron Maiden tomorrow, 20,000 people will watch it. I get it. People gravitate towards what they know. But you know what? These videos are not that long. 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I think everybody can spare a couple minutes a day to hear about something that they may want to go investigate and fall in love with. Because all these obscure bands, that's what I did. I took a chance on all of them. And my life is better for it. So anyway, that's just me kind of preaching here a little bit, but I know that there's a lot of people who don't care about stuff they've never heard of before. I get it. But for those of you who've been following along and keeping track every day, my loyal viewers who get it as far as finding hidden obscurities that are actually quite good, thank you for continuing watching. And I've been doing this. This is for you guys for this month, right? Next month we're going to go starting to talk about, more of this, the popular stuff. I get it. But thanks for hanging in there through Forgotten Favorites this month. It's been just as much fun for me as I hope it's been for you. And we got another week. So, and then we'll be bringing this back once a month. All right. We'll do like a half-hour, 60-minute long episode where I will talk about a handful of them each episode, rather than doing it every single day like we've been doing. So stay tuned for that going forward, each and every month, one day a month. So visit us on the web at www.citytranquility.org. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, of course, we're here on YouTube all the damn time. So Zahn, Astral Projector, once again, thanks, Rand, for turning me on to this one. Stay tuned for tomorrow, What's Hot with Sea Tranquility Day. We've got a couple new reviews for you. Thursday, The Monsters Den, where Chris Allo and I will be ranking our favorite Dario Argento Italian horror classics. And then Friday morning at the Funhouse with Martin Popoff, followed up on Sunday by album homework assignment this week. Rand Kelly and George Lamy going head-to-head with their assignments. Stay tuned for that. You don't want to miss it. And please subscribe if you haven't already. Click on that notification bell so you get alerted of all of our content. If you want to make a channel donation, the link to our Ko-Fi page is below, where we can continue to go and get new music and things to talk about and show off here on the channel, movies to talk about and show off on the Monsters Den. That's what your donations go towards, to keep everything moving here. I got tons of stuff, but it's always good to get more, to fill in gaps in catalogs so we can talk about full catalogs, get some of the newer stuff that's coming out. That's where that all goes to. Also, we have the link to our merch page where you can get all sorts of cool Sea Tranquility merchandise, and of course citytranquility.org, our webzine, which has been on the internet for 20 years this year in 2021. So thanks for watching. We'll see you later on. Take care. Bye-bye.